Hi there. Today I thought I would put together a video with all the changes that are happening in the world, all the uncertainty. And of course, there's two sides to it. There's people that believe one certain thing and there's other people that believe another certain thing. So I'm really going to do a cross section. All of it is to help us to stay balanced, to stay grounded, and to put our body and our nervous system back into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest, and it helps us think more clearly. Because when we're in the fight, flight, and freeze, we shut down the frontal lobe, and our ability to think more clearly and to respond from a grounded perspective can be quite limited. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Pam Wright. I'm a stress specialist and a happiness facilitator. I help people to stress less, smile more, and to get their happy back. If you're new to tapping, you might want to check out my YouTube channel, Faster Stress Relief, Pam Wright, and you'll find videos of where to start with the tapping. But if you're new to it, all you need to do is notice internally what happens when you think of what's going on globally and your body's reaction. There could be images, there could be sounds, there could be physical sensations. And then we're just going to use a very simple tapping process. And we tap between the eyes, we tap on the side eye, under the eye, and on the collarbone. Excellent. So what I want you to do now, I want you to think about everything that's happening in the world. Whatever it is for you, what's bothering you, what's upsetting you, what's creating conflict in you, confusion, indecision, just notice what it is. It could be anger, it could be rage, it could be so many different things at the moment. So just notice. And if you're not there yet, just pause the video and take a little bit of time to think about what's happening in the world and how it's impacting you, how it's impacting your nervous system. And then when you get in touch with all the ways it bothers you, then you turn the video back on. Okay, I'm assuming that you've done all of that and you're really in touch with all the ways it bothers you. So now we just tap, and you tap where I tap and you say what I say. Releasing and letting go, all the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go, all the anger, all the rage, all the judgment, all the rejections. Releasing and letting go, all the abandonment, all the betrayal, all the mistrust. Releasing and letting go. That powerless feeling, the lack of control, releasing and letting go. All the ways this bothers me, all the ways this upsets me, releasing and letting go. Now you grab your wrist, you take a long, gentle breath, feeling up your belly with that breath. Now, if you're a little bit more stirred up and the breath doesn't do it, just pause the video, do a couple of jumping jacks, sing a song, whatever it is, and then come back, grab the wrist, and peace. And you have good reason to be stirred up. Okay. Notice what's left. So we go back in. We think about globally what's happening to our planet. We think about the censorship. We think about the deception, whatever it is. The lies, and you just notice how it bothers you. Got it? Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the resentment. Releasing and letting go. The inconceivable, the disbelief. Releasing and letting go. The psych ward. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go, all the ways this upsets me, all the ways this bothers me, the grief, the loss, the harm, releasing and letting go. releasing and letting it go. I am safe as I choose to let this go. Grab the wrist. Long, deep breath. And peace. Perfect. I want you to go back again. And what I mean by go back, you think of the situation. You think of the death, the harm, the loss, the inconceivable, the shock, the powerless, the lack of control, whatever it is for you. I want you to light it up in your system, and then we tap. And when you're tapping, you're focusing on your fingers, releasing and letting go, releasing and letting go. My body's reaction, whatever it means, whatever it represents, releasing and letting go. All the stress, all the worry, releasing and letting go, releasing and letting it all go. I am safe as I choose to let this go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. Remember, if you need to pause the video, do so. All right, now we check back in again. We're checking back inside of self. When you think of the situation, when you think of everything that's happening, not only in Australia, but globally, the protesting, something's not quite right. The confusion, the gen, whatever it is, I want you to light it up inside of you. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the rage, the disbelief, the inconceivable, the shock, the lost and confused, the grief and loss. So many people dying, being harmed, releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me, all the ways this bothers me. The unknown, what's to come. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. Find that peace. We're looking for the eye of the storm so we can make the necessary choices that will serve us, our family, our community, our country, our planet. That's right. I want you to think about what's happening. The images, the sounds, the fear, bombardment. It's been 2 years now, nearly, that people have had this state of fear. If not been in it, it's not far from it. And as we know, stress is one of the greatest causes of disease, dis-ease in the body. So no matter what's happening, we need to maintain our space, our center in the eye of the storm. So once again, I want you to think about what's happening. I want you to think about the things you've seen, heard, felt, your knowing, your awareness, and what that brings with it. And then I want you to go inside. Notice your nervous system. Notice what's happening. Notice the impact on your body. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go all the feelings, all the physical sensations, all the images, all the sounds. Releasing and letting go all the fear, all the anger, all the rage. Releasing and letting go the disbelief. Releasing and letting go the wanting so desperately. It can't be true. It's not true. It's ridiculous. Inconceivable. Releasing and letting go. My body's reaction. Everything it represents. I'm letting it go. Great job. Grab the wrist. And peace. Find that peace. Find that peace. Good job. All right, let's check back in again. Everything that's going on. Everything that's happening. The pandemic. The jabs. The deaths. The harm. The separation. The discrimination. The gen. The manipulation. The fear bombardment. The smoke screens. The lies. The censor. Notice it all. Notice all the ways it upsets you, it triggers you, it fires you up. Got it? Releasing and letting go. All the feelings, all the physical sensations. Releasing and letting go the inconceivable, the disbelief. The ignorance, the blissful ignorance, the wanting, the blissful ignorance, whatever it is. Releasing and letting go. All the harm, all the loss, all the sadness. That deep, deep sadness. The regret, whatever it is. I just want you to light it up in your nervous system. And then you tap. And you let it go, and you let it go, and you let it go, and you let it go. That's right. That's the best way to do it. Sitting where you're sitting, listening to the sound of my voice as you just let it go. Good job. Grab the wrist. And peace. Perfect. All right. I want you to check back in again. So what you do, you think of the situation. You think of everything that's gone before or everything that's coming. You notice how that makes you feel. You notice any images, any sounds, any physical sensations. And then you tap and you let it go. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this upsets me, all the ways this angers me. Releasing and letting go. I am safe as I choose to let this go. Grab the wrist. that peaceful feeling. You may want to go to the beach, you may want to go to the bush, you may want to snuggle up in bed, you may want to snuggle in the arms of someone you love. Just notice that peaceful feeling and then just squeeze your wrist. Excellent, you're doing a great job. So I want you to think once again, mainstream media, all the messages, all the incomplete messages, the division, the discrimination, the QRs, whatever it is for you. If you're a really, really big picture thinker, if you're aware, I want you to notice what that does inside. Notice all the stress, all the worry, all the fear, the rage. Got it? Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the rage, all the fear, the grief and loss, the sadness, the inconceivable, the disbelief, the confused, whatever it is for you, releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. I am safe as I let this go. And peace. Okay, we're going to look at corporations, TGA, pharma, mainstream media, UN, WHO, all of them. And I want you to think about them, and as you think about them, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't matter. Think about what bothers you. If it does bother you, think about how it bothers you. And then we tap. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go all the fear, all the anxiety, all the worry, all the stress, the lies, the deceptions, the mistruth. Releasing and letting go. The misled. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this impacts my body, all the ways this affects me, it upsets me, it bothers me. I'm letting it go. Excuse me. I'm letting it go. I am choosing to let this go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Hi there. We're coming up to Christmas. There's so much division in the world, right down to the family units. So I want you to notice the division, the separation. And I want you to notice how that makes you feel. All the ways it upsets you, the grief, the loss. Christmas, the time of family, the time of celebration, friends gathering. Anything that may happen. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go all the sadness, all the fear. Releasing and letting go all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go the upset, the powerless, the lack of control. Releasing and letting go my body's reaction, everything it represents. I am choosing to let it go. Grab the wrist. And peace. All right, now if you're not at a low number, if you're still quite intense, if you're still being quite triggered, just watch the video through again. Remember, it's not making it okay. It's just so you can think more clearly of the choices that you need to make for you, your family, your friends, your country, your planet. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to start the havening. And this is just a very gentle downwards motion from the shoulders down. And we're just going to keep it simple. Keep it simple, sister. Safe. Peaceful. Calm. Safe. So you start at your shoulders and you just gently down your arms to your elbows. You can do it on your face, where you hold it up above your eyes and you gently run your fingers down over your face. You can do it on your hands, where you just run your hands gently together, palm to palm, just past the wrist, and you just gently run it. And all we're going to repeat today is safe, peaceful, and calm. The eye of the storm. Safe, peaceful, calm. Safe, peaceful, calm. Safe, peaceful, and calm. Safe, peaceful, and calm. Safe, peaceful, calm. What's happening as you're doing this gentle exercise is delta waves are flooding the amygdala, bringing you back into your parasympathetic nervous system, the same as the tapping, where you can breathe more deeply. Where you can make more clarity around your choices. So you can make choices from an emotionally intelligent space. Excellent. Safe. Peaceful. Calm. Safe. Peaceful. Calm. Now I'm also going to have an audio of this tapping sequence as well. I invite you to download it. Download it to your phone, to your iPad, to your computer, just in case. I'd prefer the battery one, just in case, for whatever reason, the power goes out. For whatever happens. I know in Melbourne recently, they had storms that wiped out all their power, all their access to stuff. And in that moment, they could use this technique to stay safe, peaceful, and calm, and do what needs to be done. Safe, peaceful, calm. Safe, peaceful, calm. Excellent. So do whatever it is that you need to do to stay safe and have the best Christmas possible with your family, friends. I wish you the absolute best. Take care.